going on?
Thank you so much.
Pay like $1 million.
Shout out TMZ, you up?
Let me check out that rig.
TMZ stands for the Mayweather Zone.
How'd you find me, bro? I got my disguise on.
I love my TMZ family.
Welcome to TMZ Sports. I'm Mike Babcock with my guy, as always, Mojo Muhtadi. Mojo, we're going to start with a significant development in the death of Hulk Hogan. We broke this story on the TMZ Sports website earlier today, Mojo, that Hulk Hogan's widow, Sky Daly, is planning on filing a medical malpractice lawsuit against the doctor that operated on Hulk just a couple of months ago, Mojo. People may remember at the time we broke the story, this was about mid-May, that Hulk had a neck surgery and that, he was dealing with the effects of that surgery. Now, we obviously learned shortly after Hulk died on July 24th, Mojo, a story, of course, we also broke, that Hulk Hogan had possibly not had a good outcome from that surgery. And specifically, Mojo, that a nerve is something called the phrenic nerve, which is in the neck, may have somehow been compromised, whether it was nicked or it was completely severed during the surgery, but that nerve, Mojo, has to do with how you breathe. Now, I remember when I got that phone call the morning of the 24th, Mojo, the person on the other line said that we lost Hulk, and that he stopped breathing. And if you listen to the 911 call now, we've talked to people who have heard that call. Sky, when she called for help, she said that my husband stopped breathing. So all's to say, Mojo, that there is a thought in Hulk Hogan's camp, and I'm not saying that this is the case, but there is a thought inside his camp that whatever went wrong, allegedly during that surgery, may have actually played a role in his death. And if that surgery did not happen and it did not go bad, perhaps Hulk might still be alive and here with us today, Mojo. So that's the bottom line. The lawsuit has not been filed. It's not a criminal case. It's a civil lawsuit. We're talking about money here, but there could be massive damages if they were to file and win. Again, Mojo, it looks like from everything we're being told that Sky Daly will file the medical malpractice lawsuit against Hulk Hogan's doctor.
Yeah, and that's going to be a big one. Obviously, Hulk was involved in some major lawsuits previously in life that amounted to some big dollar figures. Dare I say this could be bigger than those? Look, this one kind of came out of the blue to me, Babcock. We talked about that. Obviously, there was word on the street that Hogan was having some health issues. Respectfully, what adult that age isn't having some kind of health issues, especially one that lived a life in sports and entertainment, dragging their body through just so much pain and torment for so long. Obviously, there's going to be some things wrong with him at this point. Did I think that this was going to result in his death? Not one bit. And I think there's a lot of other people out there that would feel the same way. And clearly Sky is one of them. Everything that you're saying kind of makes sense. It kind of checks out. So if you're the family, of course, you're going to go down this route, right? You're very upset if someone made a mistake that cost you a loved one. There needs to be a consequence for that. And, I'm not saying it's criminal, but civil, big penalties and financial payouts. I mean, that's definitely something that can suffice in a situation like this.
Yeah, Mojo. I mean, my uncle, Frank Leanna, he's was a big medical malpractice attorney in New Jersey. And I remember over the years seeing some of the cases, and there can always be a lot of money at stake when you're talking about serious medical issues, Mojo, right? But I agree with you. I mean, when you're talking about somebody that was as famous and as wealthy as Hulk Hogan, as a matter of fact, next segment, we're going to talk to Eric Bischoff, who was a partner of Hulk's, and not just a friend, but a partner in the real American freestyle wrestling. That's all to say, Mojo, that Hulk still had a lot of big business deals in the works, and him not being here, that's a potential big potential loss of a lot of money, Mojo. So, we will see what happens. Again, it has not even been filed. And just because you have a bad outcome on a medical procedure, that does not automatically mean malpractice. There has to be some sort of negligence, some sort of deviation from the accepted standards of care, Mojo, and there also has to be significant damages. So there are a couple things that need to be met. We will see ultimately if they are. All right, Mojo, speaking of Eric Bischoff, a big weekend for the wrestling legend, Mojo. Real American Freestyle Wrestling is going to debut Saturday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Event going down from Cleveland, Ohio, Mojo. And this is something that Hulk Hogan was very involved with. As a matter of fact, I think the last time that I spoke with Hulk, it was about RAF and how excited he was to launch this organization, to launch this promotion, something that has not existed previously. And he really felt like this was going to be a game changer. Well, unfortunately, sadly, Hulk is not going at least to be there in person on Saturday. Of course, Eric Bischoff will, though, Mojo. I had an opportunity to speak with Eric a little bit earlier today, and I asked him, you're excited for this, but you also got to go into this with a bit of a heavy heart with Hulk not there. What's it like? What are you feeling? Here's Eric Bischoff.
Bittersweet is about the best way to put it. Obviously, all of us, particularly those of us who knew Hulk well and had gotten to know him over a long period of time, it's really hard. The first week or 10 days after following his death was probably one of the toughest periods I've gone through on a personal basis in my life. So it was very difficult. But the sweet part is, I hear him every day. I talk to him every day. And I am really excited to do something that I know he felt so passionately about and was so excited about. And I have the opportunity to be here along with a great team of people to execute on his vision, not mine, his. And that makes me feel really good about what we're doing.
Bittersweet, Mojo.
Yeah, bittersweet for sure. And going back to the medical malpractice thing, you said it, Babcock, all these other opportunities that Hulk Hogan had in the works. I mean, obviously going to be a big factor there. But for Bischoff, man, this has got to be tough for him, right? I mean, him and Hulk have decades of a documented friendship. They went through so many highs and lows together, professionally, personally, all of these things. And then now, if this was Hulk Hogan's brainchild, this is your guy, this is his dream, his vision, that's so much pressure on Bischoff. So I'm glad to see that he's handling it well, that he's excited to take on this challenge, and he's looking at this more as a tribute than anything else and putting the pressure in the back seat, because, man, that would be so much. But, yeah, I mean, this was something that they were excited about. Remember, they brought back the NWO-inspired promo to announce this league in the first place, teasing the third man and all of these things. I mean, that was pretty cool. I mean, especially if you're talking about a business deal, that just shows you how much this meant to him. He saved that moment for this marketing campain, right?
Yeah.
He could have done that with anybody else. I got to think there's been thousands of brands that have been trying to get him to bring that back to promote their products and whatnot. But no, he saved it for the thing he clearly cared the most about professionally. And here it is. So I'm hoping it really does well. He's obviously got a great team around him. A lot of other celebrities attached to this thing as well. So I can't wait to see how it all goes.
Yeah, Mojo, and it could really be a great game changer. Like we said, nothing in the wrestling world, like the amateur wrestling world, the freestyle wrestling world, professionally has existed. These guys have not had a way to make a living doing the sport that they love, and now they may actually have that opportunity. So certainly Hulk Hogan's legacy is set in stone no matter what, but this might just be something that we can tack on here. He may have actually created a lifeline for wrestlers as they leave college, as they get done with the Olympics, and now they may have a place to go earn a living. By the way, in that event on Saturday, they've got some incredibly accomplished wrestlers, including UFC star Bo Nickel, obviously a multiple-time NCAA champion, Wyatt Hendrickson as well. I mean, you want to talk about guys who have accomplished everything in the sport. So it's going to be awesome. There's going to be a ton of Hulk tributes. Check it out again, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Saturday on Fox Nation. Real American Freestyle Wrestling. Up next, what impact has Travis Kelce's engagement to Taylor Swift had on his jersey sales? We'll explore when TMZ Sports returns right after this. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike and Mojo. Mojo, what is the Taylor Swift effect on Travis Kelce's jersey sales? Well, it's massive, Mojo. We have gotten some numbers here from Fanatics. Of course, Fanatics, Mojo, you know, they sell the jerseys and all of this sports memorabilia, all that good stuff, Mojo. We asked them, hey, what's going on with the Travis Kelce jersey sales since the engagement announcement earlier in the week? Well, Mojo, from Monday to Tuesday, up 200%, Mojo, 200%. Keep in mind, this is already a guy who was one of the, 10, 15 or so most popular players in the entire NFL. People already buying this guy's jersey at an incredible clip, Mojo, but again, up 200% after that Taylor Swift engagement news, Mojo. So if you don't think that she can have an impact even on his career as big as he already is, think again.
Well, I guess he can afford all those flowers now from the engagement that he had to order to his backyard, Babcock. Of course, we all know that they didn't pay a dime for those. Somebody donated those for free, no question. I don't know, Babcock. Maybe all these Swifties were holding out on buying his jersey. They're like, you know what? Once he puts a ring on it, then we know this is for real. Then we'll buy his jersey and invest in him directly. But until then, he's just another boyfriend. Boom. Rock on the finger changes everything, Babcock. I would like to see the breakdown of who purchased those jerseys, that 200%, what the demo is on that.
Mojo, it's going to be like girls medium, I'm guessing.
Yes, the girls small to medium definitely sold out instantaneously, and they're on back order for the next 3 years. So, yeah, good for them. This is what happens with celebrity super couples, especially when they're in different industries like these. That spillover effect, that crossover effect is massive.
Things get testy after a tennis match at the U.S. Open. The tennis beef you won't want to miss is coming your way next on TMZ Sports. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike and Mojo. Mojo, fireworks after a second round U.S. Open match in Queens, New York on Wednesday, Mojo. You know, tennis normally a respectable sport, a peaceful sport, Mojo. You know, you go to the net after a match, you shake hands. Well, it wasn't the case this week, Mojo. Taylor Townsend defeated Leanna Ostapenko, Mojo, in straight sets, 7-5, 6-0. Well, the players walked towards the net, Mojo, but there wasn't a whole bunch of handshaking. Watch this.
To the finish with a flourish there, and didn't she just do so very well to handle a moment when 5-3 down in the opening sets of this one. No love lost between these two. Sure. Taylor Townsend ain't for backing down.
Not at all.
It's competition. People get upset when they lose, and you can't. Some people say bad things. She told me I have no class, I have no education, and to see what happens when we get outside the U.S. So I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I beat her in Canada outside the U.S. I beat her in New York outside the U.S. So let's see what else she has to say.
Not sure about that. Unless we have given up New York. But I like it, Mojo. I like it. A little fieriness in tennis.
I don't mind that. I mean, they didn't hit each other. I mean,
No.
they had weapons in their hands. They could have used those. They refrained. One was tucked under the other's armpit. At least they didn't hit each other with the rackets, Babcock. I mean, this could have been a much worse situation. But some trash talk, that's okay. They weren't doing the thing where the foreheads and the noses were touching,
Right.
and they're really up in each other's space. This is a respectful bubble right there. So I'm okay with this. I would like to see the next one now. Whenever they do inevitably have a match again, we will absolutely care about that, and we'll be watching. I mean, I'm not a big tennis guy. I know you are. I know you got your old headband and your wristband and all the
You know what?
things
I
that
actually do like tennis. I actually, guilty as charged, Mojo. I actually do like tennis.
Big tennis guy. I'll stick to pickleball, I guess, Babcock. But yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't know where she got upset, right? Like what was really said? Did something happen during the match? Because when they approached each other at the end, it looked like there was already an issue. So I'm curious to see what happened there. But at the end of the day, clearly it wasn't anything that bad. Nobody said anything that crossed the line. Nobody hit each other physically. But yeah, I like to see a little bit of energy and emotion after this thing. Give us the next one. Now we care.
Mojo, I could not agree more. It's like a must-see match next time these two play. The beef had to do with Ostapenko was upset about something that happened during the match. There was an issue with the serve, and she was not happy. Clearly, very much not happy, Mojo. Now, she clearly did not get it all out of her system on the court with Taylor after the match, Mojo, because later on, Leanna then went to her social media account and in part had this to say. Her answer was that she doesn't have to say sorry at all. There are some rules of tennis which most of the players follow, and it was the first time ever that this has happened to me on tour. If she plays in her homeland, it doesn't mean that she can behave and do whatever she wants. So, look, clearly, again, they did not squash whatever beef they had at the net. There is very much still drama between these two players. Now, look, for Taylor's part, she is moving on in the U.S. Open, which is one of the 4 biggest tennis tournaments in the year. So she's got her own business to attend to right now. But again, I could not agree more, Mojo. When these two inevitably play sometime in the future, that's a match that I want to tune in. A week away from his NFL debut, Travis Hunter has even more news to celebrate as the Heisman winner and his wife welcome their first baby. The adorable video when TMZ Sports comes back right after this. Welcome back to TMZ Sports. Mike and Mojo. Mojo, it's time for We Love It, starring a guy who was having a really hectic but a pretty great 2025, Mojo. Travis Hunter and his wife, Leanna, have welcomed a baby boy, Mojo. Now, look, we didn't even know for sure that they were expecting, that Leanna was pregnant. There were some rumblings, but the couple had never confirmed it, Mojo. Well, we got confirmation last night when Leanna and Travis posted, I would call it a video diary, Mojo, kind of showing, documenting what's been going on. And what do you know? They've got a baby boy. Watch this.
Might be the last one. You're gonna be the last before you become a father. Yeah.
Everything you got.
Wide open.
You did good, baby.
So there it is, Mojo. Travis, like I would expect, being incredibly supportive. You hear everyone talk about the kid, and everyone says he's such a good guy, and obviously their family now is a family of three, Mojo. And you want to talk about a heck of a year for him. So Travis and Leanna get engaged in February. They tie the knot then in May. Obviously, in between there, he is drafted second overall. He is now about to make his professional football debut a week from Sunday, Mojo, as his Jaguars play the Carolina Panthers at home in Jacksonville. And I've got to imagine it's, hard to get a better couple of months than Travis and Leanna have had.
Oh, absolutely, Babcock. Fantastic. What a heater. This guy's having the best year of his life. I mean, this is awesome. I tell you what, man, some people might be looking at this like, oh, he's going to be exhausted. There's just so many things that are going to be in his head. Buddy, he's got motivation for days now. He's going to walk out there feeling like a superhero. He's going to be ready to go. He has someone that he can now play for other than himself and his team. Having children, having a family, that can make you get your butt in gear and kick into drive when you're having a rough game, a tough stretch, a drop. You got rocked pretty hard, whatever it is. You see the bigger picture at this point. So congrats to the happy couple. It's a boy.
It is. Yeah, we don't know name yet, and we haven't seen a photograph of the baby. I'm sure at some point when they choose to, they will share that information, Mojo. And you're right. I mean, he's just such a good football player. I think when you think about some of the rookies and who we're excited to watch this year, he is one of the main guys that you're really excited to watch. And I think, the two positions, Mojo, it's not something that we've seen a lot of people do successfully. And if anyone could do it, I think it's probably Travis Hunter, Mojo. So bottom line, congratulations to Travis and to Leanna. Absolutely amazing news. We're so happy for both of you. We have got to go, Mojo. We are out of time. We got a bunch to talk about tomorrow, as we are now another day closer to the NFL season. A week to be exact, Mojo. A week from now, we kick off 2025-2026 season is here. I have a bunch to talk about. We're going to have a great show tomorrow.
That's right, Babcock. It'll be the best show since today.
I'm a lawyer.